What's the deal, my people? You know it is the Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you, another one, and this one is Dexter Resurrection, Episode 4, Promo Trailer Video Breakdown. I will go through this trailer. It's not that long. I'll give you all my opinions and my theories of what I think is going to happen in this episode, and I'd like to hear from you. But before we start, I just wanted to say thank you. Last video, I asked you to hit the like button. 500 was the like goal, and we reached that, and I truly appreciate that. Let's see if we can do it again. All right, I will not keep you waiting any longer. Let's do this.
I haven't been this excited since I don't even know.
And who is the new guy?
First thing they show us is Dexter pulling up to the place where this big meeting is going to happen. Now, we know that he gets in from the trailer shot, so the thumb trick must have worked, and somehow he uses it. I don't know how he's going to pull that, or if he's going to keep it underneath a glove or something, but somehow the thumb trick must work because we see him get in there. We've also seen clips from other trailers where I think it's when he meets Uma Thurman's character Charlie and how he gets there when he's inside the park with the hoodie on and we see her pull up in the car. I think that's when she's picking him up for the whole thing. So even though they don't show that in this trailer, those are the shots I think that we get that leads us to this shot. After this, we get our first look at Lady Vengeance. Now, out of all of the killers, they do not specifically say why Lady Vengeance kills, but we do know that she does go on a date, a bowling date with Dexter. We've seen Batista in this last episode looking at a picture with Dexter on the bowling team, so we know that's going to happen eventually. We see our first look of Leon Prater, and he's with Lady Vengeance. I don't know if this is in a kitchen. It does look kitchenist to me. We do see some sort of table, but it does seem like these people have free reign of the house. Like they can just walk around and go where they want. He's not like limiting them to a certain area. That's what I take from this situation. Let's continue.
This is Red, best known as Dark Passenger.
Welcome to the freak show.
No place I'd rather be.
So we have Leon Prater introducing Dexter as the Dark Passenger, just call me Red, which is the name of this episode, and that is why he does it. And we see all the other killers at some type of coffee table, basically waiting for dinner, but this scene happens after the stuff we've seen in the original trailer. So let's go back to the original trailer footage and I'll show you. So in the first trailer that dropped, we see Dexter arriving in the elevator with Charlie behind, and then after that we see Dexter walking down the hallway. They show us a quick shot of Leon Prater turning around, must be alerted that they're there, and then as Dexter is walking through the hallway looking around with Charlie following closely behind, that is when he finally meets Leon Prater at this time. And then he says to Leon Prater, is there more coming? And he says yes, there are more people coming. Now again, they could be doing some overdub stuff, but if that's the case, the next scene possibly would be him meeting everybody there. We see Lady Vengeance in the picture with Leon Prater, but she's also on the couch with all of the other killers and everything. So this is probably an overdub, what she said, to get to this point right here, and this is where she actually says who's the new guy. Starting off, we have Rapunzel, who kills women with ponytails, and he strangles them with their own ponytail. I guess that's his specialty. Why he does that? Maybe it's some type of thing doing with his daughter when he was younger. After that, we have the tattoo collector, who kills women and then cuts their tattoos off and saves their tattoos for prizes. After that, we have Gemini. Now, Gemini to me is the worst of them all. He kills people in pairs, but he said, the actor himself, that he has a major secret, a secret that was so big it really made him want to play this character. So what is this man's secret? I think I know, and I'll give it to you in my next video what I think it is. After that, we see them all just hanging out, and this is when they say, oh, welcome to the freak show, and Dexter says there's no place I'd rather be. Now, what is Dexter going here for? Is he going here just because he wants to meet people, like-minded people, he wants some type of friendship, or is he going there just so he can kill everybody? I think it's going to start off that he wants some type of friendship, but after getting to know some of them, I think then he'll have to start taking them out, and he will start taking them them out. But I think initially he's really going there just to meet other people that are like him, because he's never met a bunch of serial killers before. Unless he was going out to kill them, and we know that's the way it's always ended up, but maybe he just wants a friend. You tell me what you think in the comment section.
If you think Harrison had anything to do with that murder.
What murder?
Ryan Foster, the guy who was found chopped up in garbage bags.
How about a cup of coffee?
The last part of this trailer is 100% all about Harrison and what Harrison is going to go through. And I hope that these are the only two scenes that we see. Well, we see his girlfriend talking to Angel Batista, and she brings up the murder, right? This murder is not going to go away. I know it looked like that Harrison got the upper hand on Claudette in the last episode, but in the end, it's not going to go away. This is going to be with us all season. Will he get convicted of it, or should I just say arrested of it, or will he get away with it? Will be with us all season. Even though I think Claudette knows that he's done it, and she figured out exactly how he's done it, she just isn't able to prove it at this time. So she'll still be doing some investigative work. And now that Batista is there, and when he hears murder, if she gives the details, or he gets the details of this murder, that this body was chopped up in 9 different pieces, I think he's going to think automatically that Dexter must have had something to do with it, unless he figures out when it actually happened. If he figures out it actually happened a certain time, then he's going to put the focus on Harrison. And we do hear him tell Harrison, you're going down a dark path. So I think he does think it's about Harrison. We could also see in these clips that they're showing that they're still doing the investigation. They're still looking over footage. They have everything in a computer file and everything. But I think that it might be Batista who's the one to alert him that his father is still alive. You know, but first I think he's going to try to do the good cop thing with him and try to get him to trust him a little bit, and then try to get him to open up a little bit on the situation. But I think that the chopping up of the body is only going to make him believe, and that's Batista, that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher once he hears that. And we also see the watch, Harrison holding the watch. Now you knew the watch was gonna come back. They didn't just give him that watch just to have him have something to do. Everything they do in all these shows is always done with purpose, and we see him holding the watch. So whether he's gonna throw the watch away right now, or maybe they're on to him for the watch, I don't know how much they can actually use that to tie him to the murder, because he's already admitted he's seen the guy. He's already admitted that he's getting things for the guy. So if he just says, yeah, he gave me his watch to get it fixed because the watch was broken, I don't know how that ties him to the murder. We will have to see how they actually play that thing off. But I think in this scene, when we've seen, he's just confused whether to get rid of the watch or to keep the watch. Maybe he needs money and he brings it to a pawn shop and he tries to sell the watch. And when he brings it to the pawn shop and tries to sell it, then they get the alert and he's on videotape from that pawn shop, which could have been other footage we've seen, and that's how they bag him up with the watch. But again, we do see Batista talking to him. I think it's a good chance that Batista is the person that tells him your father is still alive. And you know, listen, he's going to hate Dexter even more if he believes that Dexter is influencing him to kill people, like he's going down the same route that his father is going. Because Batista knew Rita, and as I said before, Quinn always thought that Dexter killed Rita, so I'm sure he's going to have some sympathy for this kid, but it just depends how much sympathy is he really going to have for this kid if he thinks the kid is following down his father's footsteps. This is a tragic situation, this whole thing, and I think there's a really good shot that Batista gets whacked this season. You tell me what you think. You think Batista makes it, or you think that Batista gets whacked this season when it's all said and done? I'm leaning towards him getting whacked this season. But that's the trailer. I hope you liked the breakdown. Again, let's try to get this video to 500 likes. Subscribe to this channel. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.